Gas mask, what it do? Bro, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, bro? I gotta hit you, bro. My bad, bro. I've been all over the place, bro. But first thing in the morning, bro, I'm gonna hit you, bro. Tell your son I said, what's up, bro? We gotta catch up, bro. What's that? 3,000. Man, I'm trying to find a 60, man. But they done jacked the price up on the 60, man. I'll take that Phantom X6 off your hands. Man, I gotta get the keys fixed. But the crazy part about that situation is, man, to get that key bed fixed, like the part, and then to get somebody to put it in, or even if I ship it off, I come out cheaper just buying another keyboard. That's the crazy part about that. Cause I seen one, man. It was at Guitar Center. I guess they were just trying to get it out of there, like $400. Play with some EQ. See if we can cut out some of this bottom so we can sit on top of it. Boo, 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 boo. Try to move a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, good people? Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Ah, that's hard. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard. Intricate. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Y'all hearing static? What about now? What about now? Y'all still hearing static? Yeah, whenever you're talking. Let me see something. What about now? Oh, B. Trip. Why not? Man. Appreciate you for holding down the chat. Intricate. It's the F. Come on, Mr. Smith. appreciate that, intricate. Bam 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 Man, I used to have this cord plug in for some reason. I cannot get it to work on here. Um, Man, I missed that plug-in. It was this. It's in the Roland JV1080. It's a sound called Childlike Toys, bro. It's like one of the best plug-ins you can use. Well, not plug-ins, but devices you can use for like counter melodies. Yo, bro, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? No, fact. I love it when they start tripping like this. I'm being sarcastic. So still. Whoa, whoa. No, it's the end of the day, but damn, boy. Okay, since this shit is finna do this, we finna cheat today. Freak in the morning. Nah, facts intricate. think that's straight. I think that's straight. I think that's straight. Man, a studio tour would be dope. Yeah, I gotta do one. I gotta do one. I gotta clean up though. And I just got some new goodies from the good old people at Z Sound. So yeah, man. Brian, what it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? Nah, streams take it to a whole other level. But nah, I got some goodies. I got a hydro synth, which I've been like dying to try. What up? What up? What up? A hydro synth, and then I also have the Heritage Audio makes a replica of the 1073, which I've been trying to get my hands on to shoot some content videos for you guys to show y'all some cheaper preamps that still give you that same, that has a tonality to it or what have you. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna lock in tomorrow and shoot some content videos with at least the 1073. If I can knock out like 4 or 5 videos with the 1073 tomorrow, that would be a blessing. And then Wednesday I can play around with the Hydra sample. I'm gonna do some unboxing videos tomorrow. But yeah, man, the good old people at Z Sounds laced me with some toys, man. Some toys to play with or what have you. You got a Hydro sample, bro. Wait until you design some sounds or something. Nah, Brian, that's the goal. That is the goal. That is the goal. I had seen a lot of people fuck around with it, and I was like, But yeah, man, because I want to make some bass patches and shit like that. I might even make another key group thing for them. What I'll probably do, though, is probably design some shit in there, and then run it through the ASR, and then make the groups out of that, because the tonality of the ASR is something different. Anything something to the ASR. Nah, gas mask. It's that it's a button in that motherfucker that you hit, and that shit turn your shit from like night and day. You know what I'm saying? Like it adds like a special tonality and character to your music or what have you, man. So that ASR 10 is crazy. Nope, it's not. It's not the amp. It's not. I want to say it so bad, but I mean, to some ASR lovers, man, it's a secret. I wished I had, and I just got this disc, man, but I wish I had another disc where I had the ASR sitting up here with the Control 24 sitting up here. Oh, what have you? Because, man, but that motherfucker's so heavy. That motherfucker heavy. Like, out of all 3 of them keyboards, the Motif, the M3, and the M3 is an 88 key. The ASR 10 is still heavy. I ain't used mine in 10 years. Just sits in the car. You trying to get rid of it? I know a home if you're trying to get rid of it, bro. I know a home if you're trying to get rid. Look, now, that's what I'm saying. Because folks that got, like my man, one of my closest partners, he got an ASR 10 in his attic, and he would not let that motherfucker go. I'm like, bro, do you even know if it worked? He don't give a damn. Because if you do music, you know. You know. I got a lot of shit to comp, man, but just the textures there, I just gotta make it make sense. I just gotta make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's a bop though. It's a bop. The beat was hard initially from the jump. What is the best keyboards? What is the best synthesizer keyboard to buy? It all depends, man. Do you want a mono synth that plays bass and leads? Do you want a poly synth that plays pads? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want? But if you go Funk Boogie, what you can do is go look on my channel, bro, and go look at the video I did with the TEO5 that's made by Oberheim. Pretty dope, dope synth. And then you can go look at the one I did with the Sequential Prophet. That's dope. But what I want y'all to know is it's a difference between a synthesizer and a workstation. That gray keyboard up there, it's a synthesizer workstation. That white keyboard, it's a workstation. That Phantom, that Triton behind me is a workstation. A pure synth is like this Moog up here, or this Gaia. The difference is these pure synths up here, like the Moog and the Gaia, they don't have a sequencer. They don't have a clock in them. So basically, you gotta like plug into your DAW to like your MPC and record the audio. Whereas those machines, I mean, even the ASR, even though it's a sampler or what have you, they have clocks in them. So I can make full beats on these devices, or the Triton, or the Roland behind me. Whereas with these synthesizers, all I can do is play sounds. So you got to keep that in mind too. If you just in the thing of you just want to do sound design and play synth lines and all that cool shit, then yeah, I say like look at that TO5, look at the Prophet. I just got a Hydra synth from the good people over at Z Sounds. I'm gonna do some videos this week with it or what have you. But I've been hearing like a lot of crazy shit about the Hydro synth. So I'm gonna see what happened with that. But I think I'm pretty much done with making music. It hasn't been a good day making music. I got a couple ideas out, but wasn't like flushed to like fluid or what have you. But still clocked in. Still made some ideas or what have you. So gonna always clock in, no matter what, even if I don't like the shit or what have you. I'm still gonna put some time in or what have you, just to get some ideas, get that blood running, get that mind moving. For everybody that's in the live, you guys can like the live video and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If you guys need some sounds, check out the website. I just dropped the kit. And if you buy the kit, I'll send you the ASR 10 drums for free. That's on me. But shit, yeah, man. I'm gonna tap out, man. I'm gonna tap in with y'all tomorrow. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Y'all keep following y'all dreams. And I'm gonna check in with y'all later.